honest cough, not just a random start cough. Good start. Anyway, in a day and age where humanity can turn on their television sets and be entertained by a group of most probably homosexual youths pretending to be sex-mad, cocaine-snorting, scarf-wearing twats, it only adds another level of suicidal urges to my already overloaded think tank that there are some way to emulate this epitome of total shit. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about so-called indie culture, which, ironically, comprises of buying your clothes from high street retailers and listening to bands who sign to labels such as Sony Music or EMI. It is indeed another of the great shit stains adorning the toilet bowl of modern society. And, don't worry, I'm pretty much prepared for the pathetic little moans of more than one person who may hear this and get all aggressive, saying all this crazy shit like, oh, you don't know anything, oh, you're such a fag, or such like I can't even bring my brain down to their molecular level. Quite simply, fuck you and your sorry excuse for an existence, you self-denying mainstream twat. So, let's start with the uniform, shall we? Because, as we know, it's so alternative to dress exactly like everyone else. And you know what would make it even better? Let's get our clothes from some big name shops like Topshop. Fucking no. Stop. If you go and buy mass-produced clothes, which I'm not talking against, some of the shit in Topshop's pretty good, then go and say you're indie and whatnot, you're nothing more than a certified retard. As anyone with an IQ and positive integers could tell you, indie is short for independent, not mass-produced mainstream. So really, you're only contradicting yourself. And yes, I'm beginning to address this directly to you, listening. Yeah, that's you there. In the half-arsed hope that you are indeed one of those people who embrace this debacle, and you begin to realise that you're a FUD playing a retard's game. So, I apologise to those of you listening who don't fit that. Well, calling that a category kind of makes it sound socially and morally acceptable. So, let's call it a twat. A twat of indies. Moving swiftly on, let's take a prolonged stop at the music these spastics enjoy. Now, as a man who knows exactly how he likes his music, long as you like it with a good dose of Portnoy, thank you very much, I had to swallow my pride a little bit and research some of the more popular indie bands so I could go all Billy Slower on your ass. Of course, the first indication they were about as independent as Stephen Hawking came with the sheer plethora of YouTube hits I got for them. So, let's start with the good old Arctic Monkeys, and really, I don't know how they can call themselves indie. I mean, they won a fuckload of awards and are so mainstream it makes me want to take a sledgehammer to a pensioner. So far, I managed to avoid listening to them at all before I researched this rant. But the song I got was called Brainstorm, which I was led to believe was one of their earlier singles, but I've since found out it was from their second album. And I have to say, the intro was quite good. I quite enjoyed the intro of this song. Simple, quite familiar. Of course, all this shit's familiar because it's exactly the fucking same every single time. Just thinking that putting that in front of a random now makes a good band name. But I digress. As I said, I could have lived with the intro, but the thing is, it wasn't just the intro. It was the melody of the song. Same 3-4 bars for 3 minutes, constant, with that talentless fuckwit singing over it like it just got mauled by a PMS in Alsatian. So, I moved rather swiftly on from that, and tried one of the newer kids on the block. Not new kids on the block, obviously, because they are, ironically, pensioners. MGMT, who I've heard from quite a few reputable pals who like good music that they're alright. The track I found was called Weekend Wars. 5 seconds into it, I wanted to murder the vocalist. I mean, I know that James LeBrie is pretty shit, okay? Right? I'll admit that. But at least the rest of Dream Theater compensate for him by being amazingly awesome. These inbred scum decide to put this shitty voice on top of a shitty tune and then fuck about with a synthesizer thinking it sounds like Pink fucking Floyd. It doesn't. It blows. Seguente grupo, por favor. So, we move on to one that really makes my blood boil. Hadouken, and I'm saying that without the exclamation mark because they don't fucking deserve it. As a keen gamer and a lover of Street Fighter, I find it a fucking insult that these puffs take the name of the signature technique of, let's face it, the whole fucking game, and then do it to endorse something this shitty. When I first heard of them, I thought, oh sweet, they might link their songs to video games somehow, that's usually quite good. Oh, how wrong was I? Purest pish is all I can describe them as. The song I chose was Declaration of War, and before we get into the quality of the lyrics, let's look at the content of them. I don't get it. What's this song about? It's just blah. Anyway, the singer's certainly better than MGMT or Arctic Monkeys, but he's nothing special. He's lower end average. Tune, same recycled bio, sounds exactly the same to my ears, but I do get quite a hint about them. Something about the music reminds me of Mayday Parade, and I don't know what it is. but that's just an observation I made. Now, I could probably say more, but to be honest, it's not worth it here. I mean, you'll find out in 10 years' time when you see copies of the last Shadow Puppet albums lying in charity shop bargain bins for 29 pence a pop. Until then, feel free to live out your life as if it was a Skins episode written by someone with pickled onions for brains. God knows, we all need something funny to watch.